do I need to get better at to negotiate? What are some better habits I can create to be a better closer, better negotiator? There's a lot of them, and we've talked about it on other chapters, and we've covered long lists of those. Part of it is kind of understanding addition through subtraction. Sometimes you're going to get better by eliminating bad habits, which are holding you back from becoming great. And number one is being afraid to negotiate. I think that's the number one bad habit that people have. I think people they're afraid, well, I'm not that great at negotiating, or the customer's going to think I'm trying to sell them. Duh. Even if you're not trying to sell them, they think you're trying to sell them. They're at a car dealership. If you're afraid to negotiate, get a dog. You picked the wrong business. Call 911. Eliminate the fear. Have fun when you sit down and negotiate. Another one is sitting down, working that negotiation without having the customer committed. Having the customer come inside to see what you can do for them. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know. They're just waiting for you to show them numbers. Hey, if I can give you a great deal, come here in your business. Y'all want to come inside and see what we can do for you? All you're saying to that customer is, come on inside, watch me drop the price, ring the bell when the price gets low enough. I'll get the car ready for you. No commitment necessary. When you're doing that, you're negotiating with yourself. You might as well put a mirror up in front of yourself. Number three, taking too long in the negotiation. Look, the longer you take, the worse chance you have of closing that deal. I believe when you come back from that demo, you've got about 30 minutes after that demo to have that deal wrapped up. You take longer than 30 minutes, man, that customer, it's like going into surgery, right? You go into surgery and the anesthesiologist comes in and they put you under, right? They give you the ether or whatever it is. And they say, okay, now this is going to keep you knocked out like a light for 30 minutes. And you start fading. You're thinking, all right, that's cool. Now the doctor walks in just before you go out and says, all right, surgery's going to be an hour. I'll see you in an hour, Tim. What are you going to be thinking? Whoa, time out here. We got a failure to communicate. Because what's going to happen in about 30 minutes? You're going to wake up. You're going to start having pain. It's no different with customers. Man, that ether starts wearing off with customers. And the longer you take, the more pain they're going to feel. That's when the customer starts backing out. It's when they start crawfishing on you. They had $2,000 down, but now they only got 500 down. Grandma was going to co-sign, but now they're not really sure and they need to check with her. It's because you took too freaking long. Slow kills. Make that deal happen faster. Number four, relying on the worksheet to close the deal for you. Coming out with that pretty worksheet that's got 9 different payment options for the customers. We got 3 terms, 3 down payments, and we show the customer and think they're gonna just pick one and we got a deal. I guess it sounded good in a boardroom when people were creating these spreadsheets that looked really pretty and really cool. Problem is, customer picks the lowest payment, lowest down payment, and they ain't on the same line. And now you're still $300 a month away from making that car deal happen. I don't care what your worksheet looks like. Reality, it could be on a napkin. If you don't have the right words to say, doesn't matter. It's all about having the right words, right tone inflection, knowing how to do it. Give me a napkin with the numbers on there. I'll go out and do a hell of a lot better job than somebody's got a pretty worksheet that doesn't have a clue how to actually negotiate. And number 5, working your manager harder than you work the customer. Okay, look, I understand that some of you guys are afraid to work your customers. But why the hell do you work your managers harder than you work the customers? Okay, I don't have a problem with you working the managers, but at least for crying out loud, work the customers too. If I was desking a deal for you, you could tell me all the stories you want. I don't care. Tell me the stories. You're still getting that worksheet at 20% down 48 months, but you can tell me the stories. It's stop being sympathetic and start becoming empathetic. Okay, difference between empathy and sympathy. Sympathy, if you walk by a hole and you see somebody down in there, you jump down in with it, cuddle with them to make them feel all warm and fuzzy and better. Empathy, you get them out of the hole. You go grab a ladder to help them out of the hole. Be empathetic. You're helping people out of the hole. You're not making the payments. Stop being the customer's advocate. You're not their buyer's attorney. Okay, you're there to sell the car. Understand them, be empathetic, but realize if you're going to work your manager, you better be working the customers too. But here's what I can promise you. If you eliminate these 5 habits, you're going to have addition through subtraction, and you're going to be better at negotiating and closing.